reference to a multi-hazardous environment that you have studied, assess the view that the underlying cause leading to hazards is human activity rather than physical factors. So what do we mean by this? Well, we're talking about a multi-hazardous environment. What do we mean by a hazard? It's anything that can cause damage or harm to the social, economic, or environmental world. An example of this is an earthquake. Another example would be a volcanic eruption. A further example could be a wildfire. Anything that can happen in the natural world that can cause social, environmental, or economic harm. In this case, we need to look at a multi-hazardous environment. So that's an area where at least 2 hazards can take place. We need to assess the view that the underlying causes leading to the hazards is human activity. So we need to understand whether it's the things that humans do that is causing the hazard, rather than physical factors. Now, if you've not studied that before, it could be strange to think how can something like an earthquake or a volcano eruption ever be related to human activity. But we're going to explore that together. So throughout today's masterclass, you're going to see in that top left corner of your screens the question. And the reason that we're going to keep that there is that whenever you're writing an essay, whenever you're working through an exam, you have to make sure that that question is at the forefront of your mind. That's what's going to get you the marks, and that's what's going to get you the grade. Even if you have fantastic knowledge, if you don't apply it to the question, you're not going to get the grades that you're after. So what are the key elements? We touched on this earlier. AO1, this is knowledge. This is worth, again, whether you're studying Key Stage 3, GCSEs, or A-levels, knowledge of the facts is worth about 50% of your marks. This particular question I've taken up here, this is from a GCSE paper. It's worth 20 marks. The knowledge and understanding of a named multi-hazardous environment. So you get 10 marks for naming the environment you're talking about, giving facts about the case study, and being aware of factors that have contributed to those hazards. So this is simply the knowledge that we've got. You get a further 50%, 10 marks, for AO2, and that is the application of the knowledge. So that's how you take the knowledge of your case study and you apply it to the specific question that you've been asked. In this case, half the marks are available for applying the knowledge, understanding, and assessing the causes of the hazards. So that's the specifics for this question. But always think about it. 50% for knowing the facts, 50% for applying them to your question.